Reporting from Mondavi's restaurant. We just came from the Mondavi caves. We saw this caves that were built in the 600 AD. We had about 12, 13 monkeys follow us from there. You can't see them right now because they're hiding.
This is the morning of the site visits. The first day of the conference for the Deshpande Foundation.
Some dairying activities or sheep or goat rearing, whatever the rural non-farm sector, to address nutritional aspects, we have taken up kitchen herbal gardens and also installation of improved chullas. Means smokeless chullas in the kitchen and some shelves in the kitchen to keep the material very intact in the kitchen itself, so that women feel happy while cooking. And while taking food also, they feel happy. So with that purpose, we have taken up clean kitchen and also kitchen herbal gardens. And also wherever possible, we have linked these families to go for biogas plants also with the available money with the Gram Panchayats.
We touch 1 million children every year, so it's a pretty mass-based movement. We can't claim to do everything. Fundamentally, in the pyramid of, if you can look at it as a pyramid, if children are just passing by their science and other subjects, which is supposed to kindle curiosity, make them ask questions and so on, if they are today passing it by, our first step is to create a mass awareness that this is worthwhile asking about, this is worthwhile understanding, what are the concept behind, why does it happen, why something else doesn't happen.
Or idea, or somebody who didn't like what they saw, in which case, let's just take that feedback.
You can take one area like 10 schools and do a complete immersion where you essentially set up a lab in those 10 schools.
That's what we do through the
comparison.
That's what he's doing through the Lab in a Box program.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
This is more of a question, not a suggestion. Is there, to grow the Agastya brand as such, is there a franchise model, some sort of a franchise model possible in what you're trying to do?
Absolutely. We would prefer that actually, rather than go and do everything ourselves.
Yeah.
Because what's happening
the 1 million mark. The journey of Akshaya Patra is a story of humble beginnings, with bold commitments to empower the next generation of underserved children in India. Starting modestly in the year 2000, feeding 1,500 children through 5 schools, Akshaya Patra has crossed its first milestone and is now feeding over 1 million children through 17 kitchens in 7 states. Freeing children from hunger and providing them with an education so they may become self-supporting, contributing citizens is worthy endeavor and a step towards building a more stable, just and peaceful world.
We're truly humbled by the number 1 million that we have reached. And we only can say that there's divine hand in reaching where we are today.
This guy is
at the same time, we don't want to sit back and sit. What really motivates us continuously is the dream of Akshaya Patra, which is to see that no child in this country is hungry. So we always think of how many more million of children are in this country who all need a meal, the kind of which Akshaya Patra gives. And this will bring smile in the face of many, many more children in this country.
Akshay Patra's vision is that no child in India or the world shall be deprived of education because of hunger. It costs $28 to feed a child daily for the entire year. With an average government subsidy of 50%, $28 feeds 2 children.
Akshay Patra is a successful model because it combines the practices of for-profit organization with the noble cause of helping millions of kids that deserve to be fed.
A centralized, largely automated kitchen cooks food in mass quantities. A multi-story kitchen designed on the gravity flow mechanism reduces human handling of raw materials and cooked food. Silo, a storage unit for grains, stores cleaned rice for a month. Cleaning of the grains is done through a destoner machine that removes the husk and debris. On level 3 of the building, measured quantities of uncooked rice is tipped into stainless steel ducts. A level below, huge cauldrons, each of which can cook rice for 1,000 children at a time, has boiling hot water in it. Into this cauldron, the measured amounts of uncooked rice fall. It takes just 15 minutes to cook rice utilizing steam as the cooking medium. The cooked rice is then tipped into another duct to a level below, where it falls into stainless steel containers, which are then shifted onto a conveyor belt leading to the loading bay. Simultaneously, a similar process to prepare the sambar, which is a spicy soup of lentils and vegetables, is also underway. By 7 a.m., a tasty, nutritious meal consisting of rice, lentils with vegetables, and yogurt is ready to be transported in a customized insulated vehicle, catering to 5,000 children within a distance of 45 miles from the kitchen. In North India, Akshay Patra caters to a wheat-based menu. Thus, huge chapati making machines that dole out 10,000 chapatis an hour are set up.
So North India and South India have different diets.
Designed indigenously, the chapati making machine has seen modifications to ensure the preparation of fluffy and well-cooked chapatis. Akshay Patra kitchens follow ISO standards and maintain high levels of hygiene. As Akshay Patra began to expand to other locations in India, there were challenges in far-flung locations where road connectivity posed a huge problem with the dispersed geography of villages. Thus, a decentralized kitchen model was adopted. Local women are employed to cook for the school children of their village. Kitchens are set up in the school premises itself. Over 6,000 women have gained employment, feeding about 15,000 children through this scheme, being conducted in 3 locations in India.
The decentralized kitchen is very important for us because the old theory of mother's affection for the child actually comes into play. Just now, if you have kitchens where cooks are hired to cook for the children, they cook because it's a job. But when you decentralize it and let NGOs or voluntary organizations or self-help groups containing women actually make the food. Women, because they are cooking for their own children, they are the self-help groups of their own area, send so much more love and affection into that food. And I think that somewhere along the line also makes a difference.
The growth chart of Akshay Patra indicates the steady growth achieved from the year 2000. Together, we can make it soar to new heights of 5 million children by the year 2020.
This is perhaps one of the few NGOs that I have seen that has a great potential to implement these ideas. Because at the end of the day, you are on a mission to transform the world. You are on a mission to bring tremendous joy, happiness, and confidence and hope to literally 1 billion children.
Small and marginal farmers. So in Karnataka we have 2 units, one in Dharwad which is supported by Deshpande Foundation, and another unit we have near Bangalore, one place is there, Kolar. So we are also working there. Maize, okay. Apples.
Potatoes.
ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದು ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಟೊ ಬೆಳಿತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಪಲ್ ಬೆಳಿತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಗೋವಿನ ಜೋಳ ಬೆಳಿತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಪಲ್.
Because at the age of 3, child leaves the home, leaves the parents and comes to a school, and the child has to adjust to many new people, teachers and the environment. I hope that I was a much shared
about our trip.
Yeah, we're at the school here, the private school that is providing education with different learning modes compared to the rest of India. So fun and interest and a lot of collegiality. So India is a wonderful place. The people are very loving, intense is the word, I think. And Fru, you're a good man.
Thank you very much.
Let me take one more, hold on. Oh. Everybody say hi! Hi! Yay! Thank you.
Can I sit there and take a picture with them?
What are you teaching today, Fru?
I'm teaching culture.
Teaching culture.
Teaching and learning culture and happiness.
When we think of only classes and all that, sometimes we feel. But we have realized the advantage of such visits. Students will be more free to talk to anybody. They will not be having any problem with the stranger to talk, to communicate.
At least 300 of them are solar powered. They were the pioneers of financing, and that got replicated with other Gramina banks. Don't confuse the Gramina Bank. Gramin just means rural. It's very different to the Grameen Bank of Bangladesh. These Gramina banks are much more sustainable than the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh, because these banks purely work on the deposits of the people and have created fantastic products in terms of because of these banks, India actually became self-sufficient in food. And these are the banks. So we tried to model the energy service network that we have created of 26 offices in the state of Karnataka was to piggyback on the financial network of banks in this state. So second is people, we've gone from 1 employee in 1995 to we today have 180 employees, 26 offices. Our whole philosophy is that how can you create a service center that a technician can go in 1.5 to 2 hours? That's the area so because we promise service within 24 hours, we really do not have a marketing line in our balance sheet. You will not see a marketing or a PR. A lot of people don't believe us, but we don't have that. The question is provide service. That's why we stole marketing strategies from Tupperware technology, for example, right? Where do good service at the doorstep, call other women, call other people around when the technician is appropriately giving service. We have a banker while he is doing a service. We take part in village fairs. We take part in local Krishi Melas, for example. For us, 90% of the sales has been word of mouth. Because see, what has happened over the years in the rural areas, and especially in our country, is that a lot of people from the urban areas have come and given products and run away, and systems don't work. And people say, "Boss, I really don't trust you." I joined. There was a strict stricture in the organization that we would not hire anybody from IIT anymore. So the fact is, what happens is more. I mean, the risk-taking abilities reduces as you get more educated. And that's exactly because we become so structured, so-called structured in our thinking process, that because anytime we see a problem,
I don't know. Where are they?